Yo, what's up, homies? We're back once again, and today we're in the catacombs because we are going to be building, not in this room, but we have another room down here where we're going to be building a snow farm because we need some snow for some details on some builds. So I decided we may as well just build a little special room for it over here. Just like with the mud farm, in case we need more, we can just come back down here and harvest some. So we are going to dive right into that momentarily, but first we need to build the room. And since this farm is really only going to be like 2 by 3 or 4 or so, we only really need 4 blocks wide. So I'm just gonna rip right through building a room real quick and see what we can come up with, and then we will get into building the actual snow farm, which I believe is going to be fairly simple for the most part, but there's kind of only one way to find out. I haven't done one in a bit. I don't know if anything has changed with them, but I hope not. So we're just going to do the one that I am familiar with once we finish the walls of this room, which we just kind of did. Oh, that's a stair. We don't want that there. That's a little bit more better. And then we'll do the ceiling once we figure, oh, we can't have that. And then we'll finish the ceiling once we know how tall this thing's going to be. And just before we get going on it, I'm just going to add some little details in the walls. I know you got to be sick of hearing me say it by now, but I'm just going to give a little bit of extra detail and depth and texture and blah, blah, blah to these walls just by doing some little stuff like that, making it look like some bricks are missing of some sort. But now that we're done with that, let's get started on this, and I'm going to do a little bit of a different idea. I want to use mud again because it's easy and it can pull items right through it to a hopper, just like we did with the bee farm. Well, it probably looks a little bit messier than you were anticipating, but I decided that I am going to do it automated where it shoots up and everything collects in a chest over here right after going through an auto crafter. So I'm going to see if I can get that working right. I got the water stream here already, so that's nice. So everything else is probably still going to be just about the same. We're going to do the mud like this. We're going to have hopper there, hopper there, hopper there, and there. So it all leads over into there. And then this, we obviously need to do this for the snow. And now that we got that all set up, we need to figure out how we're going to wire this. So I want to have a switch on that wall, and I don't exactly know how I'm going to go about it, but I'm going to try this observer and dropper clock and see what happens. So we got a dropper here and an observer here. So let's see if we can't make this thing work real quick. We'll throw one right on here, and then underneath there is hopefully where this is all going to work. So we could throw that right there, and then we will do redstone, 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 and then dropper and observer. And then that will be redstone to there, which in turn should work. Okay, so off, on, and it is working. Okay, that's a good sign. So let me go get some of those snowballs and throw them right in there just to see if it's all going to work or not. And here, we'll even do it this way. We'll throw them right onto the mud. All right, so that's that. They're flying out. This is all going well. And then we turn it off. And it continues to fill up. Oh my goodness. We did redstone that worked. Can you believe it? Well, all of that excitement was kind of for naught because, you know, I had the mud underneath. I was trying something funky. And then I remembered, hey, wait, I think I Googled this once and it didn't work. Well, lo and behold, it didn't work. So I had to go back to the original plan of the mine carts underneath and inside the blocks, which now works perfect because watch a little bit of this. This is not sped up even a little bit. Everything's going into the hoppers, and this is just unbelievable. So let's see. We got nothing in there. Let's just turn this on for a while. While we finish, let's just finish doing the bit around this guy. Let's put a little, oh, not there. Put a little bit of something around him. Let's see. We'll go up there, up there, up there, up there. Let's do some cracked boys over here. And then I think we're gonna need a little bit of stairs so that we can do a little funky thing around the top of the room. So let's see. We're gonna do this. like so, and then just up there, we'll throw some blocks up there because it doesn't really matter what it is. There we go. This room is just about done, I would say. And we got 58 blocks of snow. That's kind of unbelievable, but I just remembered we do have to go down here and take out anything that we dropped. So that bit, let's see, what else? Anything in there? No, no, no. Okay, so that was the only thing. All right, cool. So yeah, we have a snow farm. We have 58 snow blocks, and I am going to go a little bit nutty for a little bit. Oh, I went a little nutty for too long. I started picking up the snow, which just means the hoppers got overfilled too quick, but that is not really an issue. I could even throw that in there. You know, this is actually kind of fun to watch. Like, something that I just spent all of this time on crafting is actually working, and that's honestly a little bit exciting. Sure, it's just a video game, but I built it and it worked! After some trial and error, of course, but nobody needs to know that bit of it. So let's go flip it off and see where we are at. We are at 2 full stacks. Holy cow, that was pretty quick. That was, I'm not kidding, maybe a minute to get another stack. That is nice. I'm definitely not going to need that much. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, since we're doing stuff with snow and, you know, working our way up the mountain into the snowy bits, I had to change into my hoodie and jeans just to be a little bit warmer up there. And now we're headed back outside. Our next course of action is to do a lot of landscaping right through here. My plan is to cut pretty much all of this back into a wall. Maybe a 2-tiered setup, since that's a little bit flat right there, but pretty much cut it all the way back so that it's a wall, maybe just a steep bank of sorts. I don't know. I haven't exactly decided. Let me get my boots on. But anywho, it's going to be cut way back, and then there's just going to be a nice staircase that works its way up to get to this level. This is going to be the next level of where all the buildings are. So that is going to be our next plan. And since this doesn't exactly sound like it's a fun thing to watch, maybe we'll just throw it into a little bit of a time lapse and relax with some nice music and, you know, just get it done nice and quick. That was a lot of digging, and somehow it took almost exactly an hour. The replay is 1 hour and 15 seconds. That's kind of funny. Yes, I know it took me until the end of the time lapse to switch to my Silk Touch shovel because I'm a little bit of an idiot, but you know this. Before we go any further, I would really just like to shout out Sapphiros. I hope I said that right. I've been listening to their music for a couple years now. It's just so chill and relaxing, and I discovered recently that I can use it in my videos here on YouTube, and that made me so happy. So really, if you haven't yet, I would absolutely go check them out. And no, I'm not getting paid to say that. I have like 80 subs. Give me a break. I just like their music. So anyways, look at how much we got done. It really doesn't look like that much now that I see it from over here. But now you can kind of get the idea of how we're going to do a little bit more down here, some sort of staircase up to the next level, and then there's going to be some stuff up here, maybe some businesses, shops, like a blacksmith, that type of thing. And then that will lead up further to where the main big part of the castle will be up on these two mountains and blah, 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 all the way up there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I think what we're going to do next is go for a staircase and a little bit of terraforming around here. I don't know where I want to do the staircase. Do I do it in the middle or do I do it over here? The middle would certainly look better. So I guess I'll just have to design something. Maybe something that kind of comes up like this, splits and goes back up, you know, on both sides, that sort of thing, like those diamond shaped stair things. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not an architect. Maybe we'll connect the path right over to the front of the stable building. And then depending on what we put over on this side, obviously we can connect it to over there as well. So we've got some options. All right, it's a new day and I've slept on my options a little bit, and I've decided that I'm going to do a nice gradual path that kind of comes up this way and wraps around a little bit. And I was messing around in a creative world, and I think I'm going to do some tough. Using some tough brick slabs, some polished tough slabs, maybe some regular tough slabs too, just to give it a little bit of a texture. All right, so let's make up some slabs. Get some brick boys going, get a few more than that. All right, so let's see how long that will last us. Now, where do we begin this? Let's see, in relation to over here, I think we're actually just gonna start it like right on over here, kind of work up this way, swing it around, and then come right up to about in this area. So let's give it a go and see what we can come up with. So I actually just came up with another idea too. We're gonna have this leading up this way, but then also from this one, maybe we'll have some stairs coming up right here and meeting it wherever it's at. That might look a little bit cool. So we've now got a walkway going up the mountain, and I tried to kind of keep it, you know, a little bit messy, not too uniform, and I think I kind of nailed that. But yeah, it seems to be a good pitch. It goes around this turn really pretty nicely, and now I guess we just got to build the framing around it, and then we can start doing the actual terraforming along this ridge. And now that we've gotten just about everything we could possibly need in this chest right here, I believe that means it's time that we just need to start the build! And here we have it. This is where we're at, and I am very happy with it. A couple things I am going to do, though, is go through and add some mossy cobble instead of cobble in some places, just to give it some added greenery. And I also think I might go over here and make this into a cave that goes down into some dungeons, which will also serve as my portal location, perhaps. I was going to do a portal up in this big tower that I'm going to do up here, but I kind of need to go to the Nether, and that tower is going to be a while. So I figure we'll just put one down in the dungeons or something. But yeah, so here we are. I'm actually pretty thrilled with it. It looks good and fairly natural. Not natural in Minecraft terms, natural in like a natural cliff, because, you know, Minecraft kind of doesn't have natural formations that look like this. But anyways, whatever. I was even going through and using snow. Oh, that's not a snow block, but snow layers here, and so maybe that is a snow block. Is this a slab? Yeah, okay, so that is a snow block. So is that? Oh, there we go. There's a snow layer. There's some snow layers down here piled up. Yeah, I did a little bit of that. I think it brings out the snowy cliff bit of it a little. And then, of course, we messed with the paths. Got one going over there because I think we might do something here. I'm undecided. Kind of depends if we do the, what the heck is the word that I used for right there? I'm blanking so hard. Dungeons! That's what it is. The dungeons right there. And then, of course, we got the other one hooking up over here. And, of course, you may have noticed that over here is kind of just an abrupt halt to the wall and kind of to everything. But that is because the actual wall is going to be coming up right through here somewhere. So I'm just going to wait until I get that done. And then I will tie this in right up to the wall, however that's going to work. And it's raining and snowing. Oh boy, what a day, what a day. And this looks dark. Is this a thunderstorm? I might be able to sleep. I can, yay. Anyways, after that rude interruption, I kind of really want to get my portal built, so I think I might get going on some caves and dungeons and whatever the heck I'm going to do over here. But before we do that, I'm going to throw some mossy cobbles in here a little bit, just to help it out a little. Alright, that little bit of green definitely ties it in a little bit better. Didn't bother with this because I'm going to be excavating that in a few minutes. Let me just put this stuff away so that I can get to digging. So now that I'm opening this back up, I'm remembering that I didn't completely fill it in, which is going to save me a little bit of time. I don't mind that. But it does mean that I get to do a little bit of building around this, making it look pretty again, which I do enjoy. So I just went and got some stone. Let's clean this up a little bit so it looks a little bit better at least. All right, we got a funky little cave entrance. I don't mind it. Now we just got to clean this up a little bit. No, not yet. We'll go one more and then we will kick it out. And then let's throw this in here so no zombies or anything spawn. And then we will close this up a little bit. All right, there we go. Now we can just really focus on digging down. Now it's starting to look a little bit like a cave entrance, which is good. All right, anyways, let's throw a slab in there. Why not? A little something like that. Yeah, maybe we'll roll it down this way a little bit. Let's see, we'll have to get rid of that one. Actually, we might have to get rid of that. We could, however, put it on this side. A little something like that. All right, let's throw a stone right there. Haven't done much cobble on the ground, so I'm gonna fix that. This one's gonna be cobble. We'll do a little of that. Okay. Then there's going to be a little bit of a walkway before we get to the main iron gate that I'm going to build. So let's just clean this up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to make this a little bit wider once we get to this point because we need room for an iron gate or an iron structure, I should say, that goes around a gate. All right, so just for now, I'm going to do some temporary little shelving things to throw some lanterns on. And then this gate, I forgot to go one block taller. And then I just need to go get some iron fences. What is it called? Iron fencing? Iron bars, that's what it is. I need to grab some iron bars for this thing. Okay, we need to move that. Oh dear, I moved the whole thing. Let's just cut that out, put the torch there, and that. So my idea is to build an iron gate entrance right here out of kind of like a blend of what I'm using and deep slate, and then beyond it is going to be all deep slate, dark dungeons, low lighting, all that sort of stuff. So let's see if I can come up with something neat. All right, there we go. So now the lighting level is going to be much lower once we get through there. I'm going to use candles and maybe some glow lichen and stuff like that just to keep it nice and dark in there. Actually, I'm going to move these out of here. These are just making it a little bit too bright. I want it to be dark even by the entrance. So for now, anyways, we're just going to have one hung there. Maybe we'll do that side since this other one's right there. And we are good other than these corners, but that's all right. And I just decided right here, right now, that I am going to go back. I'm going to use the deep slate stuff and kind of fade it out this way so that it's kind of like a transition from this into the darkness of the deep slate. So let's see if we can pull this off. I don't know how far my talents are going to take me, but I hope I can at least figure out this bit. So let me throw a barrel down and just throw the stone stuff in it so that I can begin using the deep slate. And I'm going to use a bit of cobbled deep slate this time. So we'll have some of that out. We'll have some polished. And then I'm probably going to use some bricks. So we'll do that. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because I am going to use the chiseled deep slate around the entrance, I think, because it's kind of funky. There we go. That's actually kind of cool. I enjoy that. So now we'll just start cleaning up some of the stone stuff so that we can get some deep slate stuff in there instead. All right, let's throw some lights down so we don't get bombarded by mobs. And one there just for the heck of it. But now we got this room pretty much dug out enough, I think. Oh yeah, we also have to do the floor, which means yet again, my lanterns are going to be broken. And that also means yet again, the door is going to be broken. So I'm just going to put that there so I can put the door back. All right. So I think for now, I'm just going to do this and hang one there because I won't break that. So we'll do the main walkway with some polished stuff. Just, You know how I do with these walkways. Gotta make it look well traveled a little bit, you know, the whole shebang. Throw some bricks in there, and then we'll line it with some cobbled. All right, so we've got a floor. Now we just need to come up with a little room and then start fading it that way, which this may even get faded just a little bit. All right, that looks a little bit too out of place. We'll switch that out for... No, I kind of can't really do anything by itself, can you? There needs to be a little bit with it just so it looks a little more either natural or patched or something. All right, so a little something like this for the entrance, and that actually looks pretty dang cool. I'm becoming a little bit more happy with it. And I think this transition is beginning to work. And once it's a little bit darker down here, it'll be a little better. Because we're going from up here where it's light down into the dark. Ooh, I'm liking that. I am liking that a lot. Cool. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to throw that there. And I think this is looking good. We have finished the dungeons. And before I go in there, we're just going to take a look from the outside to the inside. So we've got a nice little path built here. And then we did, of course, a little bit of greenery around, some roots and vines and all that. And now we've got the transition into the darkness, into this little entry room. And once we go through here, we've got the dungeons. Each one has nothing in it because these criminals don't deserve anything. And then the further we go down to the end, we have our portal. We've got it lit up properly too, so we can turn this on, and we don't have any zeros anywhere, which is beautiful. And I think I'm pretty dang happy with this. I think it came out awesome, and this is actually kind of funny when you look straight on. The windows and the door are just portal. So I guess the last thing we're gonna do in this video is let's go through the portal and see just how bad of a spawn it wants to give us. All right, well, wish me luck. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Alright, this could have gone much better, but this is where our portal is, so unless we want to raise or lower it a little bit, this is what we're going to be dealing with. Holy moly. But that's alright, we can make this work. No problemo. Probably some problemo. But for now, let's get the heck out of here and go finish up. And we're back in the dungeons. Vines are starting to grow, make it look all disgusting and gross. Man, I am so happy with the lighting down here. It is so cool. Nice and dark, and still no mobs will spawn. And last but not least, we have one thing left to do. It's shader time. It's already looking pretty cool walking up to it. Oh, the fog. Oh my goodness. This is just incredible. This is actually incredible how perfect this looks with the shaders. This is the exact look that I had in mind when I was building it. I can't even believe it. It really is so exciting seeing something that you envisioned perfectly come to life. Oh my goodness. And on that note, I believe we are done. Don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying this series. And of course, give it a like and a comment and a share and, you know, spread the word. But anywho, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the flip side.